Hello, Weebs and Normies. Welcome to the Anime Club. I'm Graham.
And I'm George.
All right, George. This is our penultimate video. Not episode, but like penultimate video at least.
Of ours, yes.
Of ours, yes.
For the season.
Yes. We're 4 episodes. This is our 4th to last episode. Next one will be the 3rd to last. Are we in the final arc? Or is there going to be something else that pops up?
I think now it's just going to be like last episode was rough, dude.
Bro.
Just realizing, like, I've never had like that strong of a realization that something that I've just like cherished so much has been that far out of reach. But I've had like a similar experience to that, even if it's not like that to that extent. I think now it's just going to be her dealing with that. She just has to like come to terms with it, I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Bro, that the endings that they do in this show are actually so crazy. Like there's the episode 1 ending that was so peak, and then there's like this episode here which is so freaking sad. Like McQueen's like calling to her all excitedly, and she's just like had this like crashing realization
like
that
breakdown.
It's never gonna be the same. Bro, I fucking had to get some tissues while editing that one. I was just like, dude. Kaito doesn't deserve this.
It's not. She's so positive, and she was like clearly putting up a front, but she's only able to put up a front because like you can see how much she wants this, and how much she's like reaching for it. But it's unfair.
It's just so unfair. Yeah, it's sad to see her come to terms with things. Like there's some level of like cope that she's dealing with as to like her being positive and stuff. And she is trying to, I think she's genuinely trying to look at it in a positive way. I don't think it's all cope, but this moment is the moment where it's like properly connected of like, okay, it's just never going to be the same. It's just sad.
Yeah.
It's freaking so sad. Are we going to get a happy ending at the end of this or what? Because, like, at this point, I'm just genuinely not sure if it's even going to end happily.
The best I think we can hope for is that she finds meaning and purpose in something else. Even if it isn't this one thing that she's just so insanely passionate about. But, like, I'm sure she's got other talents, right? Other things that she likes. And if she doesn't, maybe this will be an opportunity for her to become a more like rounded person, right?
Yeah.
Branch out into.
But they're Umamusume, George. They're not humans.
True, I guess there is that.
That it is. I say that in jest, kind of offensively.
No, but there is that like
there is. Yeah, they're literally like
innate desire to run.
They're driven in a unique way that like other people aren't for this kind of thing, right? Because they're the embodiment, kind of, in a sense, of the horses. And the horses this is their whole fucking thing. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just, please, I beg you, show, just give it a nice fucking ending. Like, even if you have to lie, even if it's not the truth anymore.
Oh my gosh.
Give me a nice ending, please, I beg.
Come on, Graham. Here at the Anime Channel, we stand for the truth.
No, we don't.
As painful as it can be.
No, we don't. Here at the Anime Club, we stand for cute anime girls being happy, and that's it. It doesn't matter anything else, truth, lie, or in between. It's
wait, what? That's it?
That's it.
When did we decide this? Oh no! Come on now.
After seeing Tokaiti on that side, it was decided, bro. It's not allowed. All right, well, I don't know what to say other than.
I don't either. We're just going to have to bravely go forth and see, hopefully, some semblance of a happy ending can await Tokai Teo.
All right.
Let's do it. Letter of withdrawal.
I hate it. It. We're done. We're going to close the episode. We're going to walk away. This reaction will never see the light of day. We'll just say that like Graham and George got sick and died, and they just can't continue watching.
Jeez, oh my god!
And then we got resurrected, and we had to come back and watch everything else, but except for this. So.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, Bro's so sad, dude.
そのお守りきっと帝王さん喜
She's giving her a little good luck charm.
だといいな。
Dang.
Oh.
Yahoo!
じゃあこういう作戦なら戻ってきますよ。
I wonder how they're gonna react
あれ
when they know.
あれあれ
Of course, this is Special Week's plan. It works!
She's actually doing it? Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, Suzuka's on the
Oh,
phone.
Suzuka's there. She's sleeping? It is the day.
そんな罠に引っかかるのスペ先輩くらいですよ。いい
Oh.
作戦だと思うんです。
Oh, it didn't happen.
マックイーンは気にならないの？帝王のこと。帝王がどうあろうと、私は
Oh my gosh. I guess it didn't actually happen.
It didn't actually happen. I literally got freaking tricked. Oh my gosh,
Same.
Special Week, you're so freaking dense about carrots. It's amazing. Holy frick.
帝王が挑むに値する最強の馬娘であり続けることですわ。
Oh.
No
What's the
way,
trainer
no
gonna
way. She's already handing it in. Surely not.
ツインターボ懸命に粘って
Oh!
外から
Oh! She's actually gonna come in first?
しかしツインターボ闘争はまだこれにある。
Go, Twin Turbo. Look at her
Let's
freaking
go.
struggle.
絶対なハーモエンジン逃げ切った。
Yay!
Dang, dude.
Let's go, little gremlin turbo.
よっしゃー見てなかったよ。終点まであるターボの走りよ。
Oh my gosh.
片思いのライバルか。
Yeah, does she still think the race is going? Because she's still running.
Yeah, she's so funny.
Maybe just slowing down.
帝王
Oh man.
ちょっと
No.
話いいかな。
Maybe, like, this is kind of what I was saying. Maybe she can find other things about
Yeah.
life she loves.
これがプリか。遊んだ遊んだ。楽しかったな。明日は何しようかな。
Oh
No.
no.
一日ってこんなに長かったっけ？
It's just not fulfilling in the same way.
Yeah.
あんまり上手じゃないんですけど、帝王さんに
Oh.
また元気に走ってもらいたくて一生懸命作りました。ありがとう。
Oh,
でも
dude.
ごめん。それ受け取れないや。
No.
Oh, just take it.
I thought she was
Just
gonna
take
take
it.
it. No way.
ごめんね。それ諦めて他の子をした方が。
Bro, that is so sad.
Bro, that's rough, dude.
This is so bad.
Oh.
Twin turbo. Oh no.
あいつがまだやりたい、走りたい、そんな気持ちでいたなら全力でサポートしてやれる。でも、
Oh,
あい
man.
つ自身が諦めてしまったら俺にできることはないのかもしれない。だけど、
Yeah.
心のどこかで
That's the freaking tragic thing about this whole thing is like she's already had this like high and then low and then like pulling herself out of that pit and coming back. And then like we're like, oh, we're so
Only-
back. And then it's like, wow, it's never been more fucking over than it is now. Dude,
Yeah.
it's so freaking sad that she's have to overcome
like-
this only to fail.
Yes. And like from a practical perspective, like he says, like somewhere inside, I want to see her running again. So do I. I'm sure so does everybody else. But like, at what point is something like this worth giving up the rest of your life for? And maybe for an Uma, it is like it's run or die, right?
Right.
But I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's just sad that she's had to pull herself out to bring, like, I think that's where it hit me when he said, like, listen, I want to support her if she wants to run, but like she doesn't want to run. Like she's out now. Like, yeah, she was out and she finally pulled herself out of that and she was like, I got this. And then now it's just like, oh my gosh, I don't know. It's
Yeah,
so
what can you
freaking
do?
tragic.
なんだって帝王がもう走れない。
No way, this is really
あいつが来
happening.
なくなった理由はそれだ。
みんなごめんね。変に心配かけて伝えてくれてありがとうトレーナー。
She's just here to
I
get
hate
her
this.
stuff.
I hate it.
Hacking up, dude.
私たちも手伝い。
せめてそれくらいは力にならせてくれよ。
私も俺だって。
Special week.
最強の馬娘であり続けるために、あなたがどうなろうとも。それでいいと思う。
Oh.
失礼しますわ。
Ooh, McQueen's not taking that well.
Yeah,
Wow.
I was gonna say she's not taking it very well.
Frickin' gremlin twin turbo, dude. Holy frick. Speaking of which. She's so bad. Oh my gosh.
At least she won that one race, though. Oh, little does she know. She's still crying? Oh my gosh, dude. Double jet?
That's amazing.
Oh. Dang, dude.
Oh,
Dude, this is rough on everybody, man. What?
no kidding.
Sucks.
Oh, jeez. Oh. Oh.
I get why everybody's saying that Teo is giving up. And because she is, right? She's giving up. But I don't necessarily like that framing. Because, I don't know, I'm conflicted. I don't want her to give up. I want her to try again. But then there's a more practical part of me that's like, listen, it's this or a worse injury. And like, then you can't even walk. Or, you know, if we're talking about horses, right? Like, it's fatal. It's a fatal injury and you got to be put down. So it's like, there's a pragmatic side that's like, no, for, you know, for the sake of not giving up on life, we're going to stop running and racing. Right.
Yeah,
so it's like, I don't know. I'm conflicted with the framing of it all.
100%. Yeah. I mean, from their perspective, like if I can imagine from my perspective, like I'm big into games. We've had like gaming groups in the past. If I had a friend who gamed together with us all the time, it was just like, hey guys, I'm just like not gonna play games anymore. I'm just like done. We'd be like, oh, this guy's quitting. Like he's just like, why would he quit and just like leave us all to do something else, right? And for the Umamusume, it's like way more than just a hobby. This is like their whole life's focus. So for them, it's just like, how could she leave us like this? How could she betray us? How could she give up? Especially with Twin Turbo scenario of like, that's her number one rival. Yeah, like it's difficult to come to terms with that, but it's better to quit racing to keep running. Right? Like if she
walking
can't,
and moving and
living
life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's better for her to be able to run than it is to be able to race. And I think, as unfortunate as it is, and it doesn't look like this is freaking turning around. Like I thought I was waiting for I'm still kind of waiting, but at this point it's like slipping through my freaking fingers of like, they're going to turn this around, right? Right? But like it keeps getting further away and I'm just like, oh my gosh, we're digging ourselves a really big hole here of turning this around right now. So I don't know. I feel like Special Week feels right now on the stage, just sitting there crying while everyone's working. That's basically me. So it's very sad. Oh no, freaking Twin Turbo. Dude, I want Twin Turbo to blow it out, man, and just beat everybody.
That would be cool to see.
Dang, man.
Oh.
I think this is like really done. I think she's actually freaking done for real.
What? Who are they?
Wait a second.
Are they gonna kidnap Tokai Teo?
I don't know. What the frick?
こんなこと言えないけど後悔しないよ思いっきりね
Oh, McQueen.
Dang. Oh my gosh. Bro, her eyes are so red. Is she just not stopped? Maybe did they just kidnap her? Oh. I thought that rustling of clothing was them kidnapping her. Dang, all these people out for her, man.
また骨折しちゃった3回目
Bro.
3回目逆にすごくない3回目にもなったらすっかり慣れっこ
That's why she does the frickin' 3. She broke her leg 3 times. She does the 3 in the game.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my gosh,
Dang.
dude. I thought it was because of the triple crown. Because that was like the thing, the triple crown thing. No, this is so sad. No, I hate this so much. This is so tragic.
レースには天陽さん
Oh.
私待ってます
Oh.
No
Dang,
way.
see your idol getting ready to give up? Does she do it for
No
her?
way.
Bro, this is
No
gonna
way.
happen.
No way.
トレーナー
No way.
Bro, what?
Oh. Whoa.
Oh, this is what they're doing.
Oh. Oh. No way. Oh.
Oh,
She
was
gave
in on
it.
it. She doesn't want to see Teo give up either.
No way.
She's beating Rice?
Running like a fugitive. No way.
Bro. Dang, dude.
Oh man. Look at her go.
She's gassed out, dude. Come on, do it. Let's freaking go.
Wow.
Oh, bro. Barely. She barely does it.
もう一度言いますわあなたがどうなろうともあなたにどんな不安や不安が立ちはだかっても私は走り続けます最強の馬娘であり続けるためにそれを望み奮起する者のもとに
Bro, don't you dare freaking rip the rug from under our feet again, man.
That's crazy, bro. Frickin'
Bro, them with their masks.
the frickin' barbershop girl.
みんな見ててもう一度頑張ってみるから
Wow, dude. She's back in, man. She's back in.
That's crazy. I can't believe Turbo did it, dude. That is crazy.
Okay, very good. That was good. How much you want to cry right now, Graham?
Frick. Bro, I almost lost it. I had to jump off screen there, frickin' pat my eyes slightly. Holy frick. That
was touching. That was very, very touching.
It
The
was-
thing that got me the most, it got me misty-eyed too, was Twin Turbo going all out for Teo.
That was
I've said it before. Super sad things are like, they're harder for me to cry at, like, sad things. But like those like victory against all odds, like just that kind of situation, man, that gets me. And that one, a freaking horse girl show of all things got me. So
dang, George. That's the power of Umamusume. It's getting us both, man. Get yourself an anime that could do both. Yeah, that was crazy, bro. That was very emotional. Yeah, that coming together of everyone like talking to her and cheering her on, and Twin Turbo. If they hadn't had, it wouldn't have been the same without Twin Turbo. They really freaking set us up for that. Freaking Umamusume, you set it up from the very beginning, you motherfuckers. Oh, that's great. The writers know what the frick they're doing. They were able to pick all this out and put it together so freaking well. That was good. That freaking got me. That was great. That's freaking...
Yep. I got a little misty-eyed there. I won't lie. It got me, man.
Yeah. That was crazy.
Yeah, the efforts of everybody. That was beautiful.
Yep. That was great. Ugh. Freaking Umamusume.
Yeah.
Frick you. That's cool. That's freaking cool.
Dude, I think you're gonna have to get tissues ready for the next episode. Well, maybe not. Maybe this next episode's gonna be more about training, but for the finale, at least, I think.
Yeah, it's funny. I was like right on the brink, and I was just like, no, and I like jumped off a freaking camera, and I was like, I don't want to cry. But then once I like got the freaking emotion out there, I was just like, okay, all right. I'm a little more composed now. Oof, I just had to freaking get it out before it like burst out of my freaking eye holes. That was great. This is easily my favorite episode. Gremlin. You know, I was kind of indifferent to Twin Turbo for a while, but like an episode or two ago, she kind of grew on me. I was like, all right, she's kind of endearing, her little gremlin-y way. And then like seeing her run there at the end is just like, oof, that hits, man.
Yeah. Yeah. You could just see how gassed out she was, but she's like,
yeah,
bro, I'm going to do it, man. I'm going to freaking go for it. That respect. Up until now, I found her annoying, actually, if I'm being totally honest. Even when she confronted Teo, I was like, why are you giving up and everything? That's part of her reaction. And then seeing other people say giving up is why I said, like, I hate that they're like framing it as giving up, right? And I'm glad she's like, no, I'm going to give it one more shot, right? I hope show real world. Please give us some like sense of justice. Don't like at the 11th hour have her break her freaking leg again. And like we end with a freaking funeral or whatever. And that's like the season finale, dude. Like, no. Stop.
Oh,
Let's just hope. Yeah, this was good. Good episode.
Yep.
Good episode.
Yep, that was good. I got nothing else to say.
I hope she can do it.
It was very, very good. This is a good... I will say, as much as I love Tokai Teo, I was skeptical. I was very skeptical to the point of like, am I going to have to... I would never faux my investment and my emotional attachment to the show, but it's just like, I hope I don't have to like play it up too much. Like, I don't want to give off like a fake reaction, right? Like I never want to do that. So I was just skeptical, right? Like those are all the thoughts that go through your head when you're watching a show. And so I was skeptical, like, am I going to be this invested? And at the start I was like, I love Tokai Teo, but I don't feel like that as invested. And it makes sense because we were only at the start, but now it's just like, oh, frick. I'm basically freaking crying over here over freaking the story. So I'm really glad that it's kind of like, it's able to really bring in. So And it had just the right amount of like twists and turns, right? It gave you like what you expected to be the kind of like story arc that you would have expected in 6 episodes, that it should have been 12, like the success rise, and then, you know, the crash down and the low point, and then she's coming back. Actually, it's great. We're here. It's like, okay, yep, this is kind of what I expected the show could do. Sure, this is all well within possibility. But then she gets hurt again. It's like, whoa, 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 whoa. What do you mean? Hold on.
Yeah.
And then she's like gonna give up, and it's like, is this really happening? Like, what is this all about? And then this is the twist, man. This is the real turnaround, with frickin' Twin Turbo encouraging her. It was so good. It was so good. 10 out of 10 episode. So good.
Yeah. Let's just hope for a happy ending. That's what I'm crossing my fingers for, dude, at this point. But,
Agreed.
All right. Thankfully, we have one more.
Yes. Let's do it. Oh.
Our first time running. First time back.
Please don't hurt yourself.
Yeah,
Please.
seriously. Oh no.
Give her time. Give her time.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
She's still going. Yeah.
And she's liking it.
She
so.
is too.
Surveillance? What?
Is it her?
Is that her?
In a wig? She has a cigarette? Oh no, Takaiteo, you're trying to have your debut again. Yeah, winning ticket.
Oh my gosh. She got noticed right away. Be a powerful lady. Oh my gosh, dude. The most obvious thing on the planet.
Megito Palmer. I like Palmer a lot. She's so great.
Hurdle races?
Oh.
There's hurdles?
I guess.
Interesting. I like that she's supposed to be undercover, but literally everyone, even the president, is aware of what she's doing. Oh my gosh. Okay.
You know,
This
it's
is
funny.
so silly. Oh my gosh.
It's funny because, like, they do the whole holding 2 branches makes you basically invisible. So I didn't know, like, is she going to be, like, basically invisible like this? No. It's just they're
no.
straight up treating it like she's crawling around the ground.
Oh my gosh. She's literally right there. Wow.
Let's go.
Dang, dude. She's only back because of everybody else. I wonder if part of her growth is going to be being back for her.
Let's go.
Here she is. Double jet.
Oh,
she called her. Yeah, she called her by the right name. Jeez, dude.
That was quite the hit.
Hard
Jeez.
punch. Why are they doing that with their noses? Is that a Japanese thing?
It's just like a pose, like, you shouldn't have, like, man, like,
I see.
you're gonna make me, you know, I
Like
don't know,
bashful
cry. Or,
kinda
yeah, it's
thing.
like a bashful kind of thing. Yeah, yeah. In the shadows, huh?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know how much lurking in the shadows happened.
What?
Is it because she sees her as a rival or something? I don't know. Nervous?
告白でもするみたいですわ。
Woo!
冗談ですわ。
Let's go.
わけわかんないよ。
Oh, well, I approve.
This dude.
はい。あれ、
She still can't do it.
ありが、あり、やだ、もう予令が。行きましょう。
Oh man, they're really playing this up. That's crazy.
Yeah, what the heck?
Let's go. Frickin' Turbo sleeping in class still.
でも、スカーの中でありがとうをちゃんと言ってないの。マックイーンだけだし。
Her noise. Blah.
お菓子をくれなきゃ。いたずらするぞ。すっごく可愛い。やったー。
Oh, they're getting big.
もいい？あ、はい、お願いします。
True.
改めてありがとね。
There's the nose thing again.
Yeah.
そんなの簡単ですよ。あ、面白そう。ダイヤちゃん、はい、どうぞ。はい。
Oh. She's having trouble.
見てくれて、なんだか告白みたい。
Oh my goodness.
Bro, it's the same thing.
もうからかわないでよ。ライバルで一番の友達で、すっごく大事な子だよ。
Bro, the Yuri bait is off the charts in this fucking episode. It's crazy. That's crazy. To a date?
Yep.
Let's go.
Look at that.
Look at this outfit. This is cute as frick. What the frick? Oh my gosh, look at
it's
this cute little
Halloween.
Halloween date they're going on. Stop it.
格好でしたので手間取ってしまいまして。
Oh my gosh.
Halloween big in Japan?
A little bit, yeah, it's pretty big.
Yeah.
Shibuya, like, is usually packed full of people, but it's like doubly packed, shoulder to shoulder, when it's Halloween, because everyone goes there and dresses up and stuff. I think most people don't dress up, but there's so many people there. So yeah, it's pretty popular, I'd say, yeah. They don't do like trick-or-treating, though. They do like trick-or-treat events, where they like go and do some trick-or-treating kind of like event at like a place, but they don't like go anywhere like and do trick-or-treating on the move. So yeah. What?
That's how that works.
What?
What? That's also not how that works. What?
Oh,
You
look how
can finish it in
big
1 minute,
those
it's
things are.
free. I think that might be cheating, but okay.
Oh boy. Oh my goodness, these two freaking gay horse girls. Let's go!
There we go. She's finally doing it. Finally saying how she feels.
Now, if this was a romance anime, they'd be saying something different than I look up to you. Dang, let's go. Okay, a great decompressing episode with lots of Yuri bait. That's literally what the doctor freaking ordered, bro. It literally couldn't have been more specially ordered for me. Wow.
Uh-huh.
I can't believe the writers had me in mind when they wrote this episode. Sorry I took so long to watch it. Frickin', they just made it for me. That's great. That's amazing.
Well, there we go. There we go.
This is all I need. I don't need to watch any more of this show, George. I got everything I need out of this series, and we don't need to watch the finale that will definitely not make me cry.
Listen. We need to see some full-on running down the face, gram tears.
Now,
before the end of Umamusume. Even if it's not season 2, but season 3 or Cinderella Grey or whatever other things are out there.
I feel like
we need to see some Graham tears.
This is the drama season. From the little tiny bits that I've seen from people, I feel like this is this. If there was going to be a season that was going to make me cry, it was going to be this season. So if it's not this one, I'm sure the hype stuff that happens to the other ones will make George cry in hypeness.
Very possibly. Who knows? Who knows? But if this is the drama season, we need to see some Graham tears, some snot coming down the nose, some tears running down the cheeks.
Not going to happen. Okay, the snot nose will not happen. At least that will be off screen for sure, or I'll blur the image. I'm the editor around these parts, George.
Oh
and
my
we're not going to let that get out. So
I will find the footage and post it somewhere. Somehow, some way.
No. We'll have that locked the hell down. That's for sure. That's funny. Yeah, this was great. This is honestly, this was a kind of a, not a nothing episode, but it was, I think this is the perfect episode to have. I'm glad we watched it now instead of like as part of a finale, because it's not really part of a finale. Yeah, this is a good episode. It was almost like 2 episodes in one. It was like the beginning story with the spying, and then the second story with the definitely not gay horse girl date. So it was very good.
Yeah,
it was very good.
If we were watching one episode at a time, I probably wouldn't have enjoyed this episode. But seeing it like as a part of a double feature, it makes it much more like, okay. Like, it's not that this episode was a waste, but it's just like,
it's fluff. It's kind of a decompressor.
Fluff. There you go.
It's a decompressor fluff episode.
And once you have like a whole week to like decompress already, coming in to watch it, you're already decompressed. So you don't necessarily need that. But like the way we watch it, it was really good for that. It was really good for that.
Yes, sure. These was the perfect double episodes to watch it in this particular order. If they would have been reversed, it wouldn't have been quite as effective. Yeah, that was very good. I will say, I'll say it here, I definitely hard stopped myself from freaking shedding tears today. But in fairness and to be real, if it comes to that next episode, I won't for the frickin' memes. I won't frickin' try and like frickin' hard cut myself off.
For the memes.
I'll feel what I feel, and that'll be what it is. I'm not gonna overplay it. I'm not gonna underplay it. We'll play it out, because we'll see what happens. We'll see if they could really touch me right in my frickin' horse girl heart a second time, because they really frickin' got me this time. That was crazy. So, all right.
Yeah.
Well, George. It was great. It was good.
Yeah.
The only thing that would have made this better is if the horse girls would have kissed.
Of course. I'm not surprised you would say that.
That's funny. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, if the finale makes me cry, like I'll just let it happen. If it doesn't, then it won't make me cry.
George being all emotionally mature and freaking unabashed. Whatever, George. Some of us aren't freaking as well adjusted as others, okay? You shouldn't freaking judge.
Oh my gosh, dude. No, like if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And it is what it is. I feel what I feel.
Yes,
I mean,
but the difference between you and I is I'm going to freaking, I don't just like if I get to that point, I'm going to bawl. I'm not going to freaking like when I hit that free run, when the free run stuff happened and I freaking bawled, like I was emotionally raw like the rest of the time. And I was like borderline crying the whole freaking time. I could barely speak. It was just awful. And it just like, even talking about it after the fact made me freaking cry more. Like I just become a mess. Like once I passed that freaking threshold, that's why I was like, today I was like, no, I can't. We got one more episode. I can't become a mess for the rest of the thing. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully, if any crying happens, is at the very last episode, so I can just sit here and freaking cry, and George can do his talking thing, and I can just cry. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I don't. Will I be a mess when I start crying? I don't know. It's been.
George will stoic cry. His
No,
tears
no,
stream
it's
down
not
his
that.
face
It's
and he'll be
no.
like,
When I cry. Like it's like a real cry. But
it's beautiful. Yeah. Well,
yes, that's usually. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to the to the finale though. Like what happens.
Yes. It
This
would be
season has been
hilarious though if of all the things, Umamusume is the thing that gets us both to freaking shed tears. Like the horse girl anime. Like please. After all the things that we watched, come on.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Horse
right.
girl anime. Oh boy, if you had told me this, I say this. How often times have I said? If you told me this like 5 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever.
Yep. That's crazy. George would have been
But here we
cheering
are.
on little twin turbo, running her little freaking heart out, getting across that finish line barely.
Dude, I mean,
it's so magical, dude.
good,
It's incredible.
good for her. She did it. She freaking gassed herself out 100%. Not against any horse girls either.
Yeah.
Like freaking, what you call it? Rice.
Yeah.
Rice
Real
was there.
crazy
Who I can't
opponents.
remember who else was there, but like
There was a couple of other ones that were like Rice was there. Yeah, there was one other one that I was like, wow, this girl's going too. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you're frick.
Yeah.
There's no way.
but
Oh,
she did
man.
it. She did it.
I couldn't
And
believe it.
all for Takai Teo, man.
When she showed up on that freaking screen, I was like, no way. She's gonna. They're showing this because she's gonna win. No way. Oh, masterpiece. Masterpiece. So good. Anyways,
Yeah.
comment time.
Yeah. I wonder,
Oh.
real quick though, I wonder, like, was this creative liberties of the show? Or did the, like, jockey and whatever of Twin Turbo, like, do this as a
I'm sure they
sign
did.
to,
They hacked the freaking
Takai
thing and they
Teo.
put it on screen so the other
well,
horse
no,
could see
no,
it.
like, I'm sure they didn't go that far, right? But then, was there, like, interviews and everything? And did, they publicly announce,
Like I
to the
dedicated
world,
this
like,
this
Takai
race
Teo,
to Tokai Teo.
I hope you're watching, yeah, because this was for
Right.
you. I want to see you run
Oh,
again,
that'd be so
kind of deal.
freaking cool, dude. I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if they like pick like a random horse and we're just like, okay, well, we can make a story that does this that they've done
Yeah,
here
yeah.
because this horse can do it because but I don't know. That's a good
Yeah.
question. I have a new appreciation
Would
for
be
Twin
awesome if
Turbo
they
though.
did.
She really pulled it out.
True.
Like she went from being just like a all talk gremlin to like, holy frick,
She
you
did
have
it.
my respect.
She did it.
Yeah.
Yep. She did
Yep,
it.
She did it. All
right.
right. Comment time.
Comments.
Okay, comment from Patreon from Haunted Panels. Haunted Panels, thanks for being a Patreon member. You're the best. Haunted Panels says there's other factors to the real life audience upset at Rice Shower, but one of them that I have heard is it was caused by a new wave of fans that cared more about drama than gambling. These new types of fans actually spurred about because of how insanely dramatic and somehow perfect the story structure of Oguri Cap's career was, which I'm freaking really excited for that. That sounds freaking sick. While these new types of fans were wanting to see another horse take the triple crown, the normal fans were chill and were gambling as usual, which is reflected on Rice Shower being second favorite to win the Kikuka show. That's kind of freaking interesting. When you
old
see
fans
it,
versus new fans.
yeah, when you see it in the show, you just think everyone's there because for the love of the horse girls, right? Like you don't really think like, oh yeah, like real horse racing is mostly about the gambling, right? So it's interesting that fans would get into horse racing just for the drama of it. That's so interesting to me. It kind of reminds me
Yeah.
of like, we have seen such a big influx of people from the video game and anime landscape come in. Like, I was an anime fan when nobody watched anime. Like, nobody. Like, I was in high school and I barely knew a soul. And the only guy that I knew that watched anime in like one of the groups I had of people that I knew was like this one guy, and he was like a kind of a weird guy. He was just strange, a strange individual. And then it was me, and then like barely anyone else. And it was just like nobody knew anime. So to see like all these, not just like a lot of people come and like anime, but there's so many different people that like different anime for different reasons. And like it's expanded so much. Games is such a similar thing. Like games used to be much more of a hardcore activity, but the like casual audience has opened up so much to games. And so like there are like the hardcore gamers who may be upset about the, you know, touristy, you know, casual fans of video games. And so that's kind of similar in a sense to this. There was the hardcore gamblers, and then there's the newer fans who are coming in because of the drama of the whole thing. I think it's quite interesting. I never considered that, but it's I thought it was such a fascinating point. I'm really glad, Haunted, that you said this, because it's just maybe you probably maybe even almost didn't even mention it because it's just a random tidbit, but I thought it was so fascinating that like it's growing in such a way, and I'm sure Umamusume has an even bigger multiplying effect on all that. So that's pretty cool. I don't follow racing, but I see a lot of posts on like Reddit and stuff about people talking about like the racers and all the things happening around Formula One. And I just think like, oh, there's like a lot of like storytelling and drama happening in that community. Like I can tell, even though I'm not really interested, and I don't think I ever will be, but like, it's cool that Umamusume and horse racing and for reals also has that kind of similar thing. So I thought this was a great comment.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, right now the I don't know, I don't think you know, but the Mariners, they're Seattle's baseball team. They've never made it to the major, or what's I don't follow baseball at all, but like I'm aware of this because Major League, no, the World Series. That's what
World Series. That's what it is.
They've never made it to the World Series, and they are now currently the furthest they've ever been. And the closest, I think they're like 2 games away. If they win their next 2 games, they make it to the World Series. And so everybody's like, bro, is this like history in the making? Right now, there is history in the making because this is the closest they've ever been, as far as I understand.
Right.
So yeah, it's just like this whole thing, like a casual like myself, like there's people who've been following baseball their entire lives, and they're like, bro, is this it? We've been cheering them when they lose and when they win for years, for decades, and like this is the closest. And now hear me, a casual, is coming in. It's like, yeah, let's go, baby. And so I can certainly see why like maybe some more hardcore fans are like, bro, you're only in it for, you know, because of like they might win this time. We were there through thick and thin, and yeah, there is truth to that. There's a lot of truth to that. If you know, if they weren't this close, I probably wouldn't even be paying attention. But it is these kind of things, like the drama of the situation, that brings more people in. And hopefully, I don't know if I can say this about myself, but hopefully there's a lot of other people that did come in because of that, but then stayed in because of the love of the game, right?
Love of the game, so, yeah. Hey, everyone loves a good story. So even people outside of the sphere of a certain thing, like sometimes you'll just see, you know, Attack on Titan is a good example. You know, different events that happen to different sports or different things, like clips or viral moments that just go crazy. Everyone likes a really good story no matter what. And so if you can appreciate some kind of momentous occasion, it's pretty cool. I don't know why someone would feel that way in sports, because like it's literally the only thing you can do is just cheer. And so, like, if I had a favorite team and now, like, I see they're getting more and more and everyone's cheering for my favorite team, I'm like, hell yes, my team is finally being recognized as the best. But, like, in video games, at least, it's like, if there's more and more casual fans, and they're like, usually they start asking for stuff of the developers, and then the developers start to, like, change the games to be more like how the casual fans want it to be. And that's something that I could see people being legitimately upset about. That I can understand. But the cheering thing, it's like, are you happy that there's just more fans?
It's just like there's gatekeeping and everything for whatever reason. So
weird.
There's a lot of like, you know, bandwagoning and stuff with sports as well. And like, it becomes like an identity thing, right? Like a lot of people like tie their identity to supporting a certain sports team and all that stuff. So
Right.
I can see why they get upset that people are, you're not a real fan and stuff. And yeah, they're not wrong, right?
Nonsense. I
A
mean,
lot of these people are not a real fan, but
you're a real fan in
you
the
know,
moment,
it is what it is.
aren't you?
Yeah. In a sense, like for me, like I across the board, and I've said this many, many, many times, I love watching whatever it is, people performing at the peak of whatever that thing is. Now, obviously, I'll enjoy certain things more than others, right? Like I don't know if you've heard about this, but like the Excel Championships. Have you heard of those?
Oh,
Where they,
yes,
like,
yes.
Literally take Excel
Yeah.
and like compete. And I don't know
Sure.
all the things about that, but just I can imagine myself being like that's cool. And I'm like happy for these people that they're like super good at that. But I wouldn't be nowhere near as interested in that as seeing like, you know, the Olympics or something, right?
Sure.
Or like, you know, the Super Bowl or whatever it is. But I still across the board like people performing at the peak of whatever that thing is. Like there's just something about that that's endlessly fascinating for me.
Sure. Yeah, fair.
But so like I like watching, you know, baseball, like the World Series and stuff like that, because it's people performing at the peak of that thing. But it's not like I follow baseball, so
Sure.
I wouldn't say I'm a real fan, right? But
Right.
you know,
Yeah,
it is
you're
what it is.
A pop-up fan, which I think is fine.
Yes.
It is
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have one more comment that I want to mention as a slight honorable mention comment. I don't know. But from Rex Graphics. Rex Graphics on a public release of the video. So this is a comment from an episode that came out for 2 weeks ahead, quite a long time ago. But the real life organization is called the JRA, the Japanese Racing Association. And we had questions about that. It was the URA, which I think is the Umamusume Race Association. Yeah, Uma Race Association, probably. So appreciate that clarification, Rex. We were asking about that. That's a great answer. And for all your great comments. You always give such great comments, Rex Graphics.
Yes.
So
very informative.
yes, especially with correcting all my Japanese anecdotes and or defining Japanese words and stuff to help break things down. It's very helpful. So yeah, very good.
Sure. Very good, very good. Well, mine is from the Heretic over on YouTube, a member on YouTube. Thank you for being a member. There's a lot of things that this comment covers. I'm not going to read all of it, but there's two things that I do want to read. The first one, let me see if I can find it here. Yes, the first one's at the very beginning, and poor rice shower is understandable that audiences would feel certain ways, but like you both said, there's a limit, especially in a competitive sport that has a high emphasis on good sportsmanship.
Yep.
Like Rice Eater also said, sadly, the reception of Rice Shower's upset win at the 1992 Kikuka show actually was worse IRL than in the anime, with the stands booing Rice Shower and his jockey. It was pretty bad in the anime, and this is Japanese culture.
Yeah.
Right, which I always take as being very not mellow, right, but like more respectful. Yeah, like I can see, you know, you see like the freaking videos of soccer in Europe or like football in the United States, and like how crazy some of the people get with like riots and all that stuff. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I wouldn't expect it obviously didn't go that far in Japan, but like worse than in the anime with the booing and the jeering and all that stuff. That's gotta suck, man. That's gotta suck. Especially
that's gonna
again
suck a lot.
Yeah, like you can be upset. I totally get being upset that the person that you didn't want to win
right, but
lost.
Like booing is such an active thing, right?
Yeah. It goes from like, you know, mourning to like being antagonistic, which I'm totally against. I feel like that ruins sports and sportsmanship events right across the board. It's just so dumb that people react that way. I hate it. But anyways, the other thing.
I'm glad they didn't go that far in the anime. That would have been so freaking sad, dude. Because like it was pretty bad, and all they did was like mutter. They're like, "Oh man, oh shucks, I wish we could have seen it." And like it was already sad. Like frick. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the other thing was about the Hayden Christensen stuff that we talked about.
Oh.
And it goes, Hayden Christensen got a lot of undeserved hate for years, like George said, which made the standing ovations and overwhelmingly warm welcome by the fans of Star Wars Celebration 2023 all that more emotional. For anyone interested, there's clips on YouTube, and there's actually a very good comment I saw that summarizes that situation. The kids who loved him finally got louder than the adults that hated him. That's a good quote. I don't know who the original person that said that, but that's pretty cool. So I wanted to share. That's cool. That's a good quote. It's sad that, like, I get it, being upset about the direction that your like beloved IP, something that you cherish a lot, like went. But I always hate it when like people take it too far, man. Like, why take your 100%. Hate out on the actors? Right?
No, it doesn't make any sense to do that because they're the last people responsible. As someone who's done literal acting, they're like some of the least people that have a say in anything. Now, they have some very small levy with like things here or there, maybe contextually, but like more or less, they just do what they're freaking told. Like what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't like the direction Star Wars has gone. I think Star Wars has absolutely dropped off. And in fact, I used to be a huge fan of Star Wars, and now I consider myself not a fan of Star Wars. But I'm not going to freaking get upset at the actors. It's not their freaking fault. I think it's the people managing Star Wars that have fricked it all up. So, but I mean, like, the other thing is just like, I just move on. But maybe it's because I'm just not as into movies. Because if this was like, if this was like From Software and like people were fricking up the From Soft games, okay, yeah, I'd probably be upset about that. I'd probably make a stink about it. But like, so, you know, I guess I can't really say anything about the Star Wars stuff because I just don't like movies as much. So I just able to move on, whereas maybe with something else I wouldn't be able to as easily.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd like. I think
if
the main thing I would do is I would just
Brandon Sanderson books.
Well, I was just gonna say I feel like the Wheel of Time show was absolute dog water. It was trash, and I didn't hurl hate at anybody. I'm just like, bro, this sucks. I don't recommend it to anybody who like asks me about it. It's like, nope, this is terrible. It's trash. Don't waste your time on it. But like, I mean, that's like the extent to where it goes. Like, I'm not going to go and like hurl insults or hate like to the extent that Hayden Christensen got at the very least. But I wouldn't even like go like 5 levels below that and like start, you know, throwing hate at the like director or showrunner or whatever. It's just like, you know, it's everybody's perfectly welcome to like hate things and like things and stuff. And like, you know, oh, this one thing sucked. This other thing was great. But then when you start like taking it out on people like that, like, I don't know.
Yeah,
it just doesn't do anything at the very least.
Sure. Yeah. Like I think causing some level of ruckus to show your displeasure about something can be quite effective and good, but being toxic and negative to the extent where you're
and personal,
and personal and being antagonistic, that's not going to get the results that you want. That's just going to cause people to pull back entirely. Like, you want to show your displeasure for something so that people know that that's the wrong direction. But there's definitely a nuanced difference between the two for sure. In fact, George, you don't have to worry about that adaptation from, I think it was Amazon, right? Because I was listening to it. Maybe people will hate this, but it's just the world we're coming into. I was listening to an audiobook recently, and I was thinking to myself, you know, it's not going to be that far away where you could just take a book or a chapter of a book at the minimum, throw it into AI, and it'll just be able to make a series of that book for you to watch. Just like straight up. Just like, okay, well, you know, process it and spit out, there's a whole episode of this chapter. Boom. Like, because, right? I mean, we could do that with prompts, right? And you could tell it to like do a specific thing. And we have video now that's getting crazy. It's only a matter of time before you could just copy paste the book and just say, hey, there you go. Make me a thing. Then you can watch it. That's a true adaptation.
I don't know how I feel about that. Part of me enjoys the human element, and I think I always will. Like, I feel like there's obviously things, like with the Wheel of Time's a perfect example where the human element like ruined it, right? Like people are trying to take an adaptation and there's like limitations of adaptations and like all the other problems that came with the Wheel of Time, like changing of the lore and all the other things that they did that ruined it. And AI, could potentially not do that. But like there's something about the human passion that goes behind art and stuff like that I don't know. I don't know if I'll miss it because there hasn't been like anything AI has produced that I'm like, bro, that is freaking amazing, right? All my reference points are by things that humans have made.
Yeah, so maybe it could be sick. Maybe
I don't know.
It would be cringe. Hey,
yeah,
you could make this. Just dawned on me. How did I not think of this? You could take those books and then turn them into anime. They didn't have to be live action. You could be like making an anime out of the Wheel of Time.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna be I'm gonna be honest, and everyone's gonna hate this. That's fine. I'm so excited for that. I'm legitimately excited to take a book, throw it into AI, and just spit out an anime episode. Come on, that's the sickest thing. Come on, anything you want, anything that you like that's like fiction, you just take it. It's an anime now, professional level. That sounds freaking awesome. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. Sorry,
it might be awesome.
It
might be awesome. I don't know. Like the thing that I always come back to when it comes to things like this, and I don't want to like derail the whole conversation into this because this could be very long. But like, I see a table or a chair or a chest of drawers or whatever it is that's like been mass produced, and you get it from IKEA, and like you freaking build it and you put it up in your house, and it's like, all right, well, I can put my clothes in there. It is what it is. Or you see something that was like handcrafted by like an actual carpenter. And it doesn't even look that much different than the thing that was made, in a freaking factory by a machine. But there's like an appreciation for that that I have, a bigger appreciation for that. And I enjoy it all the more because of that. Right?
Sure.
Same
because
thing
there's
with
artistry to it. Right?
Yes, and like it's not like they made the legs and hand carved freaking a head of a lion or whatever like you'd see in like the Victorian era. It's just like a regular old chest of drawers, but it's like they specifically chose a piece of wood that had like knots and curves and all that stuff. And like at the end of the day, it's like a straight board, just like the freaking mass produced thing. But there's a difference, and maybe the only difference is really just the knowledge that a human made it. But there's an appreciation that I have for
so you're
stuff
saying
like
that these two chairs in this scenario are exactly the same except one was mass produced?
They're not. Okay. They're not exactly the same, but they're like similar enough, right?
Similar enough.
You wouldn't be able to like differentiate. Well, maybe you could. I don't know. Like I'm having a hard time saying how it's like, but they're not that. It's not like they're exactly the same. It's more so that there's the knowledge behind it of you went to IKEA and you bought a box, you brought it home, and then you built this chair, or you went to like your local farmer's market and you look at it and it just looks like a regular chair. There's nothing distinct about it, but the carpenter is right there and said, yeah, I made this. I like found the wood. I had to put all the pieces together. I sanded it myself and I made it. And it looks like a regular chair, but it's, that he made it, and he's like saying the truth, right? And for a fact that he made it and all that stuff.
Right.
Stuff like that I've always appreciated. And I feel like I always will. There's something very human about that, I guess. That even if AI were to make like the most bombastic, amazing thing, I'd be like, oh, that's cool. I enjoyed it. But then if someone else came and then said, dude, I worked for 5 years straight, full time, animating this and getting somebody to do a soundtrack for all this, I edited it, all that stuff. There's like an appreciation, and I feel like I would enjoy that even more, even if it's, a certain threshold in quality lower than the super produced AI thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes 100% sense. Here's the hottest take on the frickin' earth. I can't relate whatsoever at all. Yeah, I just don't.
Oh my gosh.
We're total opposites on this. I think we talked about this quite a long time ago, but like, I just don't give a frick. And I think that most people don't. I remember when AI art was starting to come around, and like there was a lot of people who were saying like this is never going to catch on. People will want art from real people, and I was telling people that's not true. People don't give a frick. They're just gonna like waifu. Look how much waifu AI art there is out there, bro. It's a freaking whole industry on social media platforms now. There's so much of it, and people just don't care. They just want to see cute anime girls. That's it. But here's to save myself, because I'm sure people are furious with this whole freaking sentiment. Even though I think most people agree with me generally, I will say this: there is a level of character and purposefulness that is in art done by humans that I can clearly not see in AI art. The AI art is usually better. Maybe the finer details are not fine, and that'll get better over time. But like when I see an art and like a character is doing something, or like the composition, you can see the composition of like how it's all kind of put together. You just know, you're like, this was made by a person. Like I can understand this composition in a way that I knew that the artist understood the composition, and that's why they put it together. Like I can appreciate how they put this together, or the characters doing something, or some stories being, some emotions being conveyed, whatever it may be. That I can appreciate. The story of like, oh, well, this person did it, and all this other like background stuff like that, for me, I just don't, it doesn't matter to me. Like if you did it in like a month, or if you did it in 10 years, it's just like, okay, that's cool, I guess. But I care more about the substance of what that person has put into it, and like what that result is, like the thought that has gone into it, and that kind of comes out to be something purposeful rather than like the story behind it. So we generally agree, kinda. It's just I appreciate one aspect of it, and you're appreciating another aspect of it.
Well, I mean, I appreciate like
you probably appreciate
the purpose
both
behind it. Everything.
Yeah, you probably appreciate both.
But it's
I don't appreciate the other half that you appreciate at all. So I'm just an a-hole. So, but like, yeah. So for me, I think it's a little bit of an apples to oranges comparison. This exact comparison you're making, because I think you're creating a chair. Like the only thing that exists in this scenario is the product, whereas I think there already is a creative product, which is the book. Like, I'm not talking about an AI book. AI books sound freaking cringe. I doubt those will be any good. But like a real book made by a person, and the AI is only creating visuals around what's already been crafted. I think that's a little bit different, right?
Sure.
Because
so
like,
won't you think though, if AI is getting better and better, like this is the worst AI has ever been, don't you think there could be a future where like an AI spits out a book that's like even better than the Wheel of Time, or even better than like some of the classics, like Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, like whatever?
I mean, I don't think
X series.
I just have a lot of doubt that they'll ever be able to write stuff as compelling as people do. Just because AI won't be able to think in a compelling way, or in a way that is compelling to people. I just don't think it'll ever match it, personally. Also, you said that quote wrong. It's the worst it'll ever be today, right? You said like this is the worst AI has ever been, which is not true.
Oh, yes.
It's clearly been worse.
No. It's the other way around.
You said
yes.
that, and I was like,
this is the worst it's ever been.
No.
Or this is the worst it'll ever
be.
Yes, this is the worst it'll ever be. Yes,
this is
yes.
the worst
it'll ever be, because it's only going to keep getting better forever.
Right.
Yes.
That was
yes.
very funny.
Thank you. That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, like I get it. I just think it. Okay, so let me ask you this. I know there's the story aspect that you really like about the chair, but what if someone put the love and devotion into making this unique chair, but then they had it mass produced? Now, it would lose some of that story value, but would it still have
100%.
the artistic value? Or is the fact that it's like mass produced now that it's just like, it's over?
Yeah, because it's not done by the hands of...
What if it's mass produced by a bunch of people? Like they hire a bunch of like hundreds of people, and it's essentially mass produced. It's just not in a factory. They're able to spit out the same amount. It's just people have to actually physically make it.
it probably loses a lot as well in that situation, because it's like in the whole like I'm gonna bake this chair, there goes like the decision of like I have to design it, I have to know what goes where, I have to like find the wood, I have to like pick things specifically. There's this like whole labor of love that like goes into stuff like that. Now obviously not everything everyone ever makes is because they love it, right? But it's just like,
Sure.
you know, for certain things there is, you know, a certain labor of love, right? Like if it's a sweater that was knitted by somebody, or a sweater that I went out and bought, even if like that person didn't knit the sweater for me, but they're like, I knitted these 15 sweaters. Like, it's just, you know, that person was doing it. They made a conscious choice for every single thing that they did. Obviously I know like you can get into like repetitiveness when it comes to knitting and all that stuff, but they're like, I'm going to make a sweater. And I'm gonna use this yarn, and like there's something about that, and I don't know.
How is it different from a factory of people doing it, like physically actually doing it, not machines?
If each person in there is getting just like a design and saying, "Hey, you have to make the sweater look like this," rather than I choose to make this, there's a difference there, and I don't know if I can articulate exactly why that's like a
so they have to be making
point
a
of appreciation
design
for me.
In that scenario,
it's not even necessarily a unique design. It's more so like the fact that somebody is deciding to do something that they like and they enjoy this, and it's, yeah, I guess it's the labor of love aspect that gets me the most. It's like that's really cool. Like I really appreciate what's gone into this. I don't know why. But it's always something that I've always appreciated, stuff like that. And so when you mass produce things, you lose that a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I can't relate. I just don't care whatsoever at all. However, I will say I'm not heartless. Like if someone, for me, it has to be personal. If someone went through the trouble of making it and it was like a personal thing, like I made this for you because I care about you or whatever, then the story would matter to me. But if it's just like a random person being
so, okay,
like
let me give you maybe a Japanese scenario. Maybe this will help you wrap your. Let's say you're out in a store and it's like a traditional Japanese store that sells swords.
Okay.
And every sword there was like handcrafted by whatever family runs the store. They have their forgery out back, and they have to like, you know, do the whole metal stuff. I don't know anything about forging swords, but you know, they do the whole, you know, the whole process by hand themselves.
I'd rather have like a cool machine sword that has like a perfect edge along it and it looks like pristine and perfect, rather than one that's like looks like it looks amazing, but it's clearly got some blemishes here and some thingies there.
I mean, most swords nowadays like made by people are like, they're like insane quality. Okay. And so it's like I made like a master swordsmith made it, or you go out to Walmart, and for some reason Walmart sells swords as well, right? But you go out to Walmart and it's like, here's a sword, and there's like thousands of it just like it. But it's like, yeah, like you said, it's like perfect and pristine, and it's got a perfect edge and all that stuff. But like it was made by some, you know, automated robot versus like, no, this master swordsman frickin' he tended the forges, tended the fire, frickin' made the handle, all that stuff. And this is that sword. And even though there's 1,000 others in that sword that look like it, this one is still that one unique sword, right?
Yeah, maybe if like the smith had made like a design that I really liked and it was the only one that existed of that design in this scenario, then yeah, I could see myself being like, oh, but it wouldn't be like the fact that it's the story that he made it. It's the fact that I like the design and I'm the only one who can have it. It's like very special and unique. It's like, that's cool. I like that for sure. I would definitely take that over like,
yeah, it's not that it's the only one of its kind. Like it is the only one of its kind because, you know, anything made by hand is not identical, right? But like you'll see, it's the red herring sword, right? And he's made like 100 other red herring swords, but it's like, this is the 99th red herring sword. It's the only 99th red herring sword, or like the 999th red herring sword, because he made 1,000, right? And it's like, this is it.
Yeah,
and
I just wouldn't.
It took. Doesn't click with you?
No.
Interesting. Yeah, I guess we're just different that way, because I'd be like, bro, this is amazing. It wouldn't even be the 999th. It'd be the, you made this? Bro, this is amazing. I have something made by, I guess this goes back to what we were saying about I love seeing people, you know, when I were talking about
at the
sports,
edge,
people
at the
perform
limit
at
of the craft.
Yes.
Right,
I'd be like,
right.
oh, you made this, bro. This is amazing. And look how like cool it, oh, and like listen to the sheath, listen to the like the sound coming out or whatever, right? It's like an extension of that, of seeing somebody perform at the top of that craft. Yeah, maybe that's what it's an extension of.
Yeah, I can understand that to some degree. I think I'm just, I don't know. I saw someone recently, we're getting really tangential, but I'll just end with this.
I know.
Where I can appreciate it to some degree. I have tried working out actively and in the past, and I understand how difficult it is to get freaking swole. And I saw someone recently when I went out, and he was freaking big, dude. He was huge, and it seemed like he spoke English. So I actually ended up just speaking to him, but not about his freaking muscles. But in the course of talking to him, I did comment to him. I said, "Bro, you're freaking huge. Like, look at you. Like, you have done an incredible job of honing your body." Like, and he was like, "Thanks, dude." And I was like, I'm sure nobody says it enough, but like, that's a lot of work, and you should be like proud of yourself for putting that much effort in and staying consistent. He's like, "Oh man, I appreciate that." But like, it's because like on some level I understood how difficult it was to do. So I gained such an appreciation for it. It's probably just, George, that I'm just an uncultured swine, and I just can't appreciate all of the like high level craft and effort that people put in. That's probably the biggest thing. Like, it's not like I couldn't, like I'm some heartless person. It's just like I'm not able to like actually relate at all. Like, it just doesn't freaking hit my freaking thick skull, right? But like for that, I could.
Yeah.
Like when I saw that guy, I was just like, if I saw him in a video, I'd be like, okay, whatever. But I saw him in person, I was like, wow, like that's a real person who really did this kind of thing, right? So there is some level.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm a freaking robot, okay? I'm not a soulless individual, okay? It's just like, I think, and it may be that the anime from the book source material that the AI spits out doesn't have that kind of purposefulness that like a person would put into it. So it just doesn't hit the same as like if a person were to have made an anime about the book that I spit into AI. Maybe. And it may be the same thing that's missing from like, you know, that I see in real art versus like AI generated art, right? Maybe that's the secret sauce, right? And it may always be that way, or maybe AI will figure it out. I don't know. Nobody knows. But I don't know, man. Some of those AI waifus, they freaking hit.
Oh my gosh, bro.
So that's what I'm gonna end my whole thing on. There you go.
Fair enough. Yeah, we should end it here because we could probably keep going for another freaking 2 hours.
Thanks for coming to our podcast again about AI and the future.
Yes, just random things that the comments inspire. So the Heretic, thank you for your comment. Thank you for being a member. Thank you everybody else for all your wonderful comments. As we always say, we wish we could get to them all, but keep them coming. We'll read them even if they don't get featured. We'll definitely read them. So thank you for that. If you want to see this 2 weeks ahead of time, go ahead and check out the Patreon or the channel membership. If you want to see the other stuff we reacted to on the channel, check out all the playlists there on YouTube. But with that, we'll see you guys next week for the finale. So take care.
See you, everybody.